All right, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Temescal Canyon High School, home of your Temescal Canyon Titans. The Elsinore Tigers are in town and taking on the Titans for the Elsinore Valley Championship. Temescal Canyon has been playing real good football offensively as well as having moments defensively. The Tigers opened up their season by beating Lakeside High School. And then Temescal in Week 2 also defeated Lakeside High School. So it'll be interesting to see which team prevails in this contest. Joining me in this broadcast is Coach Gilliland, Coach Colin Gilliland at Temescal Canyon High School. Good afternoon, Coach Gilliland. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Glad we got everything sorted out, and we're ready to go. This should be a fun day. I know these kids have been looking forward to facing each other. A lot of these kids, these city rivalries, they grow up playing ball against each other, so this will be a fun thing. Probably going to be a fair share of John back and forth. Good-natured, obviously, because most of these kids are gonna see each other, after the game, on the weekend. They run into each other all over the place. So,
yeah, it's this rivalry has been kind of interesting the last few years, especially with the re-leaguing of the Sun Belt League. Tell me what you think about these two teams coming into this game.
Well, TC's on a 3-game winning streak, and Elsinore has dropped a couple here recently. But we'll see. This game, in many cases, you can just kind of toss out the records and see what happens.
All right, the Titans return the kickoff out to the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. For the Titans. All right, so the Titans doing very well offensively.
Koapana is going to play quarterback. This is his second year. I know it's spring now, but he started as a freshman and now as a sophomore.
Koapana back to pass, throws it to the left side. Pass is caught. Trevor Bordeaux on the reception out to the 38-yard line, close to the 38-yard line, very close to a first down. Handoff goes nowhere.
That was a real good. There had to have been a miscommunication there up front because that was the D tackle came in there completely untouched.
So that brings up a 3rd down and 7. Titans relaying the play. Snap back to Koapana, who drifts up the middle, scrambling. He looks like he's going to get the first down right about the 41-yard line. Great scramble play, great read by Koapana.
That's something we didn't see a whole lot in the game against Vista del Lago. He was real reluctant to tuck the ball and go. Had some opportunities, but took that one.
Koapana tosses to the right side. Toss goes to his brother, Kalea Apana. Loss on the play of about 2 yards.
Good play by the corner there.
Koapana goes back, tosses over the middle. Ball goes over the 50-yard line into Elsinore territory, right about the 49.
I remember having a conversation with Coach Hildebrand talking about the screen game, and that's something that he's real pleased with, how his offensive line gets out in the screen game, and that was definitely a good example of that.
Koapana, again, hands off up the middle to the left side. Looks like we got a good enough for a first down yardage. Dante Navajas on that carry. Dante Navajas has a real good track record in terms of not only running the football but catching the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah, he was the back that caught that screen pass and was able to get a first down or nearly a first down and then convert on the following play.
Dante Navajas stopped at the line of scrimmage, brings up a 2nd down and 10. Koapana goes back to pass, scrambles to the right side. looking for a receiver down the field, wide open, and it is incomplete.
Just slightly overthrew Marcus Frias there. Had him for 6. Slightly overthrew him there. It looked like Frias was going towards the sideline, and Apana led him up the field a little bit. That's one that both of those boys would love to have back.
Yeah, Koa Apana looks like he's throwing the ball really well on the run. That seems to be his bread and butter. Again, Apana back to pass. He scrambles up the middle. Gets to the outside, and he's going to be in for a first down right about the 34-yard line. Goes out of bounds. Ball will be spotted right at the 34. First down and 10, Titans.
TC running the hurry up. They really want to get up to the line and get going again.
Apana pitches out to Dante Navajas, who is taken down for a loss. Tackled down right about the 36-yard line. Loss of 2 on that play.
That's Ledesma coming up from his linebacker spot. That was an option play, and Ledesma did well one-on-one there with Apana. I think both coaches would be okay with that matchup with the game going forward. Apana against Ledesma, trying to figure out, if you're Coach Hillenbrand, you're going to like that matchup. And I think if you're Coach Peralta over there at Elsinore, you're going to like that matchup as well.
Navajas gets some positive yardage down, tackled at the 31-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards on the play brings up 3rd down and 7 with about 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0 tie. Again, this is the Titans' first possession of the game. So a big 3rd down here for the Titans. See if they can get a little closer.
All sorts of time. There's Frias there.
Another good opportunity to gain some yards there down the field. But it's slightly overthrown.
I wouldn't be surprised if that connection ends up bearing fruit at some point in time. They've found each other early and just near misses on 2 different occasions. So that'll be something to kind of watch for as the game unfolds a little bit. It's a big 4th down. Right away. It's too long for a field goal.
Yeah, if you're the Titans, you definitely want to go for it in this situation. See if you can put some points on the board. Pass down the middle. It's good for a touchdown. Touchdown, Titans.
That's Kale Apana on the touchdown. Apana to Apana. That's that's one of those things that you watched last year as a freshman. Koa would always look for his brother when he got in trouble, and that's one of those things that you know that you've got somebody there that you can trust and that you know where they're going to be, and obviously probably living under the same roof helps a little bit.
Yeah, so you got the brothers getting that touchdown on the opening drive. Point after touchdown is good. With 7 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Titans drive the ball all the way down the field, score the opening touchdown, take a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Coach, what did you think about that drive?
You know what? Honestly, I was surprised that they threw the ball as much as they did. They didn't exist. Although, in fairness, the last game that we did here against Vista del Lago, their defense scored 3 times for them. So we didn't really see a need for throwing the football by Temescal Canyon. They ran the ball a bunch between Navajas and LaFontaine, I think, was the other running back that carried the ball quite a bit. That's, honestly, if they can throw the ball too, that's going to be something that's going to help out a lot because that will force Elsinore to cover, and that takes another player out of the box, and that opens up some running lanes for Navajas and Jacob Rodriguez, not LaFontaine, but Jacob Rodriguez, who carries the ball for them primarily.
All right, so the Titans are going to kick off to the Tigers. And that is taken by the Tigers at about the 8-yard line. Tigers carry the ball out to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. So the Tigers deferred the kickoff to Temescal in order to get the first possession in the second half. So it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers respond offensively to that situation where the Titans opened up the game, pretty much had their way going down the field.
Yeah, a lot of room. The Titans found a lot of room to operate, and that's just something that you're not used to seeing from an Elsinore high school defense.
Handoff goes right up the middle.
And that is something that you are used to seeing from Elsinore High School. They have not changed much at all offensively in the 20-plus years, almost 30 years now that I've been watching Elsinore High School as a kid, competing against them, and then now as a coach and just a fan. They will line up, throw a little bit of misdirection. They're going to have pulling guards. They're going to have wings that move, but they're going to run the football.
All right, the handoff goes this time to the left side.
We got our first flag of the game get tossed out there. That looked like it was after the play. We might have a unsportsmanlike or personal foul type penalty at this point.
Elisha Yoshiminga on that carry. The yardage is good enough for a first down, especially with the penalty yardage tacked onto it. You're right, Coach. That was a personal foul penalty against the Titans. The ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line, actually. First and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, Elsinore's got a pretty good stable of backs that are going to carry the ball, be it their wings or their tailback, Donovan Harvey, who's number 28 there. He's going to carry the ball quite a bit for them.
Yeah, three men lined up in the T formation. And the Tigers are going to get the ball inside the 10-yard line. A good run there.
That's Yoshinga again on the carry there.
So the Tigers driving down the field pretty much at will, just keeping the ball on the ground. Again, handoff goes to Yoshinga. Carries it inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 3.
Elsinore's offensive line's getting a pretty tremendous push up front. Their running backs, anybody that's carrying the ball right now isn't getting touched until they're several yards beyond the first line of defense. Linebackers are getting tied up.
All right, so it's second down and goal to go from the 3-yard line. Elsinore looks like they're changing the play. Some movement there. Harvey easily walks into the end zone for the touchdown. No penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like there was some jumping on, kind of on both sides, though. It looked like we had some leaning by Elsinore, but some TC defenders and the officials didn't see a reason to toss a flag. It didn't really look like much to me from up here either.
All right, so the Tigers came out and lined up in that swinging gate formation, but now they have their kicker on.
Again, something Elsinore High School has been doing for legitimately, you can make the comment, decades.
And the field goal is no good. So the extra point is short. So with 5:19 remaining in the first quarter, Titans 7, Tigers 6. All right, so Coach, you kind of see that it looks like whoever has the ball last in this game has a good chance of winning.
If the first two possessions are any indication, it sure seems that way. But I imagine obviously you got a lot of adrenaline going if you're any of these kids. It's a 5 o'clock in the afternoon / evening kickoff, so there's going to be some settling in that takes place. And like we talked about during the Vista del Lago game, both of these teams are going to want to make each other sustain drives. At this level, big plays are kind of the name of the game, and if you can sustain drives, you've earned it.
All right, the Tigers kickoff. It's taken by the Titans in a fair catch right about the 32-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the 31, 1st and 10 for the Titans.
Here comes your Titan offense. Give it up for them, folks. Let them know you're here.
Koa Apana goes back to pass, tosses deep down the middle.
He had two receivers kind of in the same general area there, but I tell you what, both of them, both Kale Apana and Trevor Bourdon, were both behind Elsinore's defense, and that's something to, again, keep an eye on. Those aren't necessarily high percentage shots, but you don't have to hit them all the time. If you hit one, that's typically 6 points, and they've been getting behind Elsinore's safeties and corners here pretty easily in the early going.
All right, so the Titans have 2nd down and 10. Koapana hands off to Navarro. Carries the ball to about the 37-yard line.
That was a good job by Navajas. He's a pretty patient runner. He's Rodriguez just kind of gets the ball and goes full speed ahead. He's a little bit of a bigger back. Navajas a little more patient of a runner.
Navajas again gets the handoff, and he's stacked up right about the 39-yard line. He's going to be short of the 1st down. So it brings up 4th down. Looks like the Titans are going to go into punt formation. And Koapana takes a pass and throws it down the left side, caught at the 35-yard line, and then the receiver advances the ball inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Brilliant play by the Titans.
That looked a little curious as they were setting it up. Apana's typically not out there on the punt team, so that was a little curious. So you kind of wondered if something was going to be happening, but good toss, good catch by Frankfather, and takes it all the way down to the 25-yard line. Titans in business again.
So, all right, Koapana takes a handoff, pitches off to the left side to Navajas, runs out of bounds on the left side.
I think we're going to get a hold on there. That looked like we had a little bit of a hold.
Penalty flag is down on the field.
One of the things that I've noticed a couple of times, that's now the 3rd time they've run that little option. Apana's a lot more comfortable carrying the football when he drops back to pass and doesn't see anything and then scrambles. But he, from a runner's standpoint on the option, he doesn't attack the line of scrimmage. He doesn't look like he's really interested in running the football on a designed run. He looks like he wants to pitch it every time.
Apana goes back to pass, throws a screen pass over the middle. It is incomplete.
Not quite enough time to set that one up. Had a little too much pressure right away. Apana had to get rid of it sooner than he wanted to.
2nd down and 19 for the Titans. Temescal calling in the play from the sideline. Still the Titans maintain that hurry-up offense. Apana goes back to throw. Tosses over the middle, and it is caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Titans.
That was a really good adjustment when the ball's in the air by Trevor Bourdon right there. That's a great catch by him. I mean, it definitely was not a prayer that was thrown up by Apana by any stretch. I mean, there was double coverage there, but Apana knew where he wanted to go with that ball, and Bourdon adjusted incredibly well. That was a great catch by him.
All right, so Titans on for the point after touchdown. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first quarter, Titans up 14-6. All right, so 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 2 long touchdown passes. So Koa Apana is just picking up right where he left off.
This is not the Temescal Canyon Elsinore games of years gone by where it was a battle for every yard. Maybe that's just the change in football in general over the past 10 to 15 years, but these games used to be incredibly low scoring and blood and guts and knockdown drag out. It appears that is not going to be the case tonight, at least.
All right, so the Titans kick the ball off. Goes inside the 10-yard line. Returned by the Tigers. Out to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers. All right, so the ball is spotted at the 33-yard line. What do you think, Coach? We're going to see more of the same, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Elsinore, they wing T, double wing. You saw well, they used to call it the T-bone back in the day with the T backfield. But they've got a double wing, 1 receiver split wide, and the lone setback, and that's Donovan Harvey. And again, he's had himself a good half a season so far, although this will be the last game for these kids.
Okay, handoff goes to Harvey, rips up the middle, gains about 13 yards on first down, gets another first down for the Tigers.
And again, the Tigers are just finding huge yardage before contact is even made.
Again, Harvey gets the handoff, falls forward to the 49-yard line of the Titans.
Yeah, one of the things about defending this wing running attack, regardless of whether it's Elsinore or some other team, is your linebackers have to be disciplined. They've got to read their keys up front.
All right, so gain of about 4 yards on that play brings up 2nd down and 6. Again, Donovan Harvey gets the pitch. There is a penalty flag on the play. He's tackled down about the 47-yard line.
These last couple of plays have been defended a little bit better by Temescal Canyon, and it looks like we're going to get a hold here, and you can see Coach Hillebrand pointing back. He wants, anytime they can get Elsinore into a situation where they're playing behind the sticks, they want to run the football. And if they have to throw the football, they are not as comfortable as they are when they can just turn around and hand it off or pitch it back to one of their running backs. And again, they've got some shifty, quick kids back there that can run the football behind a decent offensive line.
So 2nd down and 16 now for the Tigers. Ball goes to Yoshinga this time.
That's a good job by LaFontaine coming underneath that pulling guard instead of taking one more step upfield, which would have created a giant running lane. LaFontaine planted his outside foot, wrong-armed, came underneath. When you wrong-arm, you use your upfield arm, your upfield shoulder, and come underneath the block because you fill the hole, force the running back to go outside, which then hopefully your teammates can get there and rally to it. But in that case, Yoshinga went through the hole anyhow, and LaFontaine was able to make the tackle. That's a good play by him.
3rd down and 14 now for the Tigers. A little bit of movement.
We're going to get a delay penalty. You can see the back judge with his hands crossed over his chest. That's a delay game penalty there.
All right, so now it's going to be 3rd down and 19.
So Temescal Canyon on offense was able to overcome a few penalties. Let's see if Elsinore can do the same, because, again, nobody likes to play behind the yardage markers. No one likes to get in these 3rd and long situations, but let's see if Elsinore can respond.
All right, quarterback goes back to the toss. He is thrown down for a loss. Good job by the Titans defense.
That's big William Charles, one of the few guys with a good amount of size down there as a D tackle. He just got a great push up front and was able to, when the quarterback stepped up for Elsinore, he's just there to wrap him up and say thank you very much. So there's our first stop of the game. We were wondering if that was going to come.
Yeah, we were thinking this was going to be an offensive showcase.
Yeah.
So you could clearly see, Coach, that Elsinore, if the Titans can be disciplined and hold their lines, hold their gaps, they have an opportunity to keep the Tigers on the ground and not be susceptible to a big play.
Not 100% sure if Frankfather got a piece of that coming in. They were awful close. And we got a flag on the field as well. I think Zach Horton caught that ball, and he was almost an up man. Yeah, I think Frankfather got a piece of it. Yeah, because Horton was not one of the deep men. He was peeling back, and he was able to make that catch. I don't know what's going on here with the officials.
All right, so they say it's a legal block in the back. So the ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line of the Tigers, 1st and 10. But now they're going to walk it back.
And there's the elite. That's for the illegal block. Okay, I was a bit confused. That makes sense though. The block in the back on the return. It happened at a spot though where I thought maybe there was potential for a roughing flag, but then that's why I was looking at the replay to see if Frankfather got a piece of that, and it sure looked like he did, which means roughing's out the window at that point.
All right, Koapana tosses over the middle, caught for a short gain.
It's a good grab by Bourdon there.
All right, so 2nd down and 8.
That's the end of the first quarter.
All right, folks, the end of the first quarter with the Titans up 14-6. We're going to take a short timeout. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter. Again, you're joining the Titan TV network. All right, folks, here we go for the start of the second quarter. Titans have a 2nd down and 8 to go. All right, Koapana stands in the pocket, tosses deep down the right side. It is caught by Kaleapana. There is a penalty flag on the play.
this is when – oh, that's just the sideline warning. You can see the official sort of gesturing towards the middle of the field. That happened a couple of times to the Titans against Vista Del Lago, just a warning. The first one's just a warning, but, again, that just happens when you get excited, you get big plays, you get coaches and players that scoot into that three-yard box there that they're supposed to stay out of. But, again, Titans finding all sorts of running room out in the secondary, and Apana's putting the ball where it needs to be. You know, the only 2 incompletions so far, well, actually 3, a missed screen, and then 2 barely near misses to Marcus Frias.
All right, Apana again tosses over the middle. It looks like he breaks a tackle and he's going to score. Touchdown, Titans.
That was just a quick hitch. Bourdon turned around. Apana put it right on the money. He breaks a tackle and outruns the defense the rest of the way.
So the Titans passing game putting on a clinic.
I wonder if that – I'm looking at the replay here. That looks like a blown coverage or a missed assignment perhaps, because there was nobody near Bourdon when he caught that ball.
All right, the point after touchdown is good. So with 11 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first half, Temescal Canyon 21, Elsinore High School 6. Good impressive stuff from the Titans so far.
Yeah, that's I've truthfully and granted, I've been in and out of Titan football here as far as viewership is concerned for a while, but that's 3 first-half touchdown passes. You'd be hard-pressed to find the last time the Titans had 3 first-half touchdown passes. You might have to go all the way back to Miles Eden in the early 2000s to see that happen.
All right, so the Titans kick off. Ball is taken inside the 5-yard line. Contact is made, and the return is out to the 21-yard line for the Tigers, 1st and 10.
Much better coverage on that kickoff. I mean, it was a little bit deeper of a kick, but much better coverage by the Titans. And it helped that they didn't kick it to Donovan Harvey, too.
All right, so the Tigers come out pretty much in need of some sort of score at this point to demonstrate that they're still in this game.
It is early, but you don't want to get, especially as a running football team, you definitely don't want to get, we've talked about behind the chains. You don't want to get behind on the scoreboard either as a running football team.
All right, toss goes back to Harvey. Runs up the left side, tackled down at about the 26-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
I have a feeling we're going to be calling Ray LaFontaine's name, a lot tonight if the Titans are going to do well defensively, because that's a couple of good plays by him from his linebacker position over the last few downs defensively, and that's going to need to happen if the Titans are going to be successful slowing down Elsinore's rushing attack.
Harvey's carry goes for 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Again, Harvey goes right up the middle, breaking tackles, goes out to the 42-yard line. Really impressive run there.
Yeah, he's not a big kid, but he runs really hard.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. All right, gain of 18 yards on that play. 1st down and 10. Timeout, Tigers. All right, folks, we're going to take a short timeout. This is your Titan TV network. All right, folks, after the timeout, we have 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Tigers have the ball first and 10 at the 43-yard line. All right, handoff goes to Yoshiminga. He's going to scramble forward to about the 48-yard line. Gain of 5 yards on that play. Second down and 5. That counter play seems to be pretty effective at times.
Yeah, anytime you can get linemen pulling out in front of you.
Pass right up the middle, overthrown.
And therein lies the it's a two-pronged problem for the Titans defensively, or really any team that plays against a wing team like Elsinore. You play the run, you play the run, you play the run, you play the run, and then play action, and you throw over the top. So there's the problem defensively, because there were 3 Elsinore receivers behind everybody defensively for the Titans. But then on the flip side, you don't practice that a whole lot if you're Elsinore. And so your quarterback, even though he has open targets, isn't used to making that throw. And so that's something that causes a little bit of a problem just from a repetition standpoint.
All right, third down and 5 for the Tigers. Again, the Tigers trying to slow the momentum.
Got another timeout from Coach Peralta over there.
All right, folks, again, we're going to take another short timeout. Again, your Titans are leading 21-6 over the Tigers with 9:45 remaining in the first half. You're joining us on the Titan TV network. All right, folks, the Tigers have a third down and 5. All right, so the quarterback scrambles down the left side, tosses wide open is Harvey down the left side, inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line, first and 10 Tigers.
That's the tight end, Brandon Roberts, there coming all the way across the formation, and he just had nobody near him. And again, that's one of those things. You play the run, and you're bound to have situations where there's receivers running free.
All right, so the Tigers ball is spotted at the 32-yard line. Correction, 33-yard line. All right, handoff goes to Harvey right up the middle. He's going to turn the corner, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, that was an answer.
Absolutely. That's exactly, if you're Elsinore, that's exactly what you want to have happen. You want to come right back, answer, and that's exactly what they did. And it wasn't like they had to do anything different. They just did what they do.
All right, timeout Titans. All right, again, with 9 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first half. Titans 21, Tigers 12. You're joining us on the Titan TV network. All right, folks. So we're back 21-12. Titans over the Tigers. Looks like the Tigers are going for 2. At least they're lined up that way.
Oh, he's down. He's down.
All right, so
LaFontaine did a great job on that play because that forced the quarterback to make that throw well before he wanted to, because otherwise that's a walk-in 2-point conversion right there.
all right, so with 9 minutes 26 seconds remaining in the first half, 21-12, Titans over the Tigers.
And that's a big play too, because now that's a 2-score game now, because the 9-point deficit. I realize we're early and we're not, early in the game, we're not really considering and concerned with a terrible amount of points at this point in time, the disparity there. But, who knows? That's one of those things that could come back to roost, a missed extra point and now a failed 2-point conversion and a 2-possession game rather than just a 1-possession game.
And especially considering the fact that the Tigers are going to get the second half kickoff.
Absolutely. Yep. Oh, Elsinore still has to show that they can stop Temescal, though. I know Temescal used a trick play on a fake punt to be able to keep a drive going, but still, they've got to prove that they can stop them.
All right, so Tigers are going to kick off. All right, so Titans get the kickoff and kneel down at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Titans. All right, ball is spotted at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. All right, Ko'apana fakes a handoff, scrambling around to the right side. It's going to take the ball out of bounds at the 36-yard line, gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
And again, there's Apana willing to tuck that ball and go when he's dropping back to pass and can't find an open receiver. Elsinore brought 1 extra off the edge that time and forced Apana to go to his right, although he'd be more comfortable going to his right side than his left, obviously, as a right-handed quarterback. But again, if you're Coach Hillenbrand, you're okay with that, because that's 6 yards and you're playing ahead of the sticks.
All right, 2nd down and 4. Apana goes back to pass, tosses down the middle, and it is almost intercepted.
That was almost a fantastic interception. That ball was thrown just a tad bit short because Frias had a step right there, and Alex Ledesma almost made a great interception.
All right, 3rd down and 4. All right, Apana throws down the right side, just out of reach. Incomplete. 4th down. All right, Coach, this is what we talked about.
Yep, and here looks like Temescal's running out a legitimate punt team now. They're going to punt that ball away. And there's the stop. So Elsinore's gotten a stop now. Temescal had a stop earlier, and now we're right back to where we've started. Actually, wasn't a bad ball by Apana on that 3rd down. Just a little deep.
All right, the punt takes a Titan bounce. It's going to roll down inside the 10, down about the 9-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers from inside the 10. Ball spotted at the 9, 1st and 10. Again, with 8 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the first half, 21-12, Titans over the Tigers.
And now this is exactly what, if you're Elsinore, this sort of calms your nerves a little bit, because you can just continue to do what you've been doing. You can continue to run the football. A score here, and you're even again, basically.
All right, so the Tigers come out on the field. 1st and 10 from their 9-yard line. Lining up in that T formation. Handoff goes to Yoshiminga. Squirts forward to about the 13-yard line. Gain of 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6. All right, Tigers wasting no time getting back at the line of scrimmage. Donovan Harvey goes up the middle. Short gain on the play.
The big man, William Charles, and number 79.
There is an injured player on the field for the Tigers. All right, folks, we're going to take an injury timeout. You're joining us on the Titan TV network. All right, so we got 3rd down and 4. Donovan Harvey takes the ball up the middle. He's going to be short of 1st down yardage. Ball will be spotted at the...
Oh, they're going to give it to him. They're going to give it to him.
Huh. Okay, so the ball is spotted at the 20-yard line. So right at the 1st down marker. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. All right, so Titans again looking like they need to have a stop here before the end of the first half. Again, Harvey up the middle, takes it across the 25-yard line down to the 26. Gain of 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
Had some counter action in the backfield there. A lot of action going one direction, and then Harvey put his foot in the ground and came back the other way. Designed. Watching the offensive line, they were always coming to the near side.
All right, 2nd down and 4. Handoff goes to Yoshiminga, and he's going to go for a 1st down to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Well, here you go, Coach. You see the Tigers are revving it up. Again, another injured Tiger on the ground. So, again, we're going to take a brief timeout. This is your Titan TV network. All right, so we got 6:47 remaining in the first half. Tigers have the ball, 1st and 10. Yoshinga was the player that was taken off the field. Harvey, again, rips up the left side. He's going to gain a big chunk, about 7 yards on 1st down. Brings up 2nd down and 3. Boy, he has that quick burst.
Yeah, he does. He gets up to top speed really, really quickly.
All right, so the Tigers, again, looking to get the ball in the end zone, methodically driving down the field at this point. Pitch goes to Harvey, takes it up the middle, plows forward to about the 46-yard line. Another first down for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line, 46-yard line of the Tigers, looking to get inside midfield.
Little two-man game on the left side of the Elsinore line there. I can't tell. It looks like Elsinore is going unbalanced here. No, maybe not.
All right, so Harvey again takes the ball to the 47-yard line of the Titans.
There's LaFontaine on the tackle again, but that's not where you want him making that tackle 7 yards into the Titan defense.
And off to number 15.
All right, so Harvey gets a break for a play. Tigers take the ball to the 43-yard line. Javen Mann on the carry.
Just under 5.
First and 10, Tigers.
21. Tigers 12.
Now, if you're Temescal, you want them to work hard. You don't want to give up a big play, a long gain, but at the same time, eventually these 5-yard gains, 4-yard gains, 7-yard gains begin to take their toll on you. Fatigue starts to set in.
All right, Harvey again goes right up the middle, makes a shifty move, goes inside the 20-yard line down to about the 17. Ball will be spotted just outside the 16.
That's just a simple trap play right up the middle. And, again, TC's having a hard time. That's the second time that they've run that same play with great success right up the middle.
Great shifty moves there. All right, Titans take a timeout. First and 10, Tigers from the 16 with 4:17 remaining in the first half. 21-12, Titans over the Tigers. You're with us on the Titan TV network.
But
All right, so the Tigers come back. First and 10 from the 16. Penalty flag on the play.
that's usually in the area of movement there. Again, that's the only time that Elsinore's had some difficulty moving the football is when they had those couple of penalties on their second drive. That's what we got going there again.
All right, so the Tigers take a penalty.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty. Ball will be spotted at the 21-yard line.
15 for the Tigers.
First down and 15.
That's your defense down there.
Again, with 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Tigers looking to get within 2 points. Harvey takes the ball to the right side, gets to the corner, but great play by the defense, pushing him back.
That was a good job by Zach Horton holding his ground out there at the corner position. He didn't make the tackle, but he got a piece of Harvey, and again, that's what you want. You want pursuit, and the Titans pursued well in that particular situation, held him to a shorter gain.
3-yard gain on the play brings up a 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, Donovan Harvey running the football with one shoe on right now. All right.
Scrambled by the quarterback. He's going to get out of bounds inside the 10. Penalty flags fly.
I don't know if we're going to get a block in the back, a clip. Well, it's a clip, I guess, but that was interesting. The head referee ran up right behind Elsinore's backfield and grabbed Donovan Harvey's shoe that had fallen off the play before, and it was sitting just a couple of yards behind him in the backfield. He grabbed it and held on to it during that play. Harvey was out there with one shoe.
That's great.
Oh yeah, that's a clear clip.
All right, so the Titans take an unfortunate penalty.
Not the Titans, the Tigers.
The Tigers. Got my T's mixed up. All right, so the ball will be spotted at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 13. Timeout Elsinore. It's our final timeout of the half. Again, with 3:20 left in the first half. 21-12, Titans over the Tigers. You're with us on Titan TV. All right, 2nd down and 13 for the Tigers.
It's going to be a big couple of plays here.
All right, back to pass. Toss is to Yoshinga, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Now, there was not a whole lot fancy there by Elsinore. That was just a missed assignment. Somebody blew a coverage. Yoshinga was running wide open.
All right, so with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half, 21-18, looks like the Tigers are in that swinging gate formation. And now they're shifting back. And the point after touchdown is good. So with 3:12 remaining in the first half, 21-19, Titans over the Tigers.
Now Temescal is going to get the ball back, presumably, with 2 timeouts, 3 minutes and some change to do something. And to be quite honest, they've almost got to do something, I believe, because Elsinore is going to get the ball back. And Elsinore, again, has proven that without the penalties, they're really efficient and hard to stop running the football.
All right, so it'll be interesting to see what the Tigers do here.
They've been kicking short all day so far. So I wonder if they will continue to do the same.
Yeah, you'd almost be tempted to do an onside here.
And
All right, and that's kind of what they do. And it looks like the ball is loose, and the Tigers have it.
That happened 2 weeks ago when the Titans played Vista Del Lago here. Some miscommunication amongst the Titan return team, and Vista Del Lago was able to scoop a ball up and take advantage of that. And let's see if Elsinore's got plenty of time to do something with it here. And that's again, second time in a couple of weeks that's happened to the Temescal Canyon return team.
Yeah, my spidey senses were kind of tingling. I was thinking, if they pulled off an onside kick here, it would be pretty gutsy. But
there was a lot of space for the Tigers to kick that ball into, and they took advantage.
All right, so the Tigers had the ball, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Yoshinga up the middle, gets inside the 30, close to a first down gain, and it will be a first down. 1st and 10 Tigers from inside the 29-yard line. Again, if you're Temescal, you wanna stop the momentum at this point.
Absolutely. Need to get a stop here.
All right, handoff goes to Harvey up the middle, inside the 25-yard line, down to the 24. Gain of about 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Clock running down to the
Now Elsinore,
2-minute mark.
Elsinore typically doesn't do any hurry-up sort of stuff, and now they're out of timeouts too. So if they're trying to get this ball into the end zone, they're going to have a little bit of urgency, and Temescal Canyon's going to have to be disciplined because as long as they can keep Elsinore in front of them, that bodes well for them.
Yeah, the Tigers certainly not taking.
Don't seem to have a ton of urgency right now.
All right, pitch goes to Harvey up the left side. Now he goes to the middle and gets to the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. Again, the clock is ticking down. Inside 2 minutes. All right, first and goal. Right, pitch goes to Yoshinga, stacked up and pushed back.
That's a big play right there.
Gain of about a yard.
You got to figure that Elsinore is going to get 2 more real good cracks at this. And they're going to need to go there, and here they go up quicker to the line of scrimmage. Coach Peralta over there waving them forward.
2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Yep,
Penalty
and
they're
going to get 22 on a false start. You could see him rubbing his hands together, licking his gloves. They were throwing the football on that one, and he was leaning.
All right, so 5-yard penalty with 51 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and goal. 21-19, Titans over the Tigers. Quarterback scrambles to the right, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Tigers!
With 31 seconds left in the first half.
Gutsy move.
Well, they had the play. They ran the exact same play as they had set up. You could see it unfolding the exact same way, and then had the penalty, made them start it over again. They ran the exact same play, and again, if the quarterback wanted to, he had 2 receivers he could have thrown the ball to that were open. He had Harvey right in front of him and chose to tuck it and go. Might have gotten a little bit of a generous spot there, but close enough to where you can't fault the official.
All right, the point after touchdown is up, and it is no good. So with 31 seconds remaining in the first half, Tigers take the lead, 25-21. All right, Coach, what do you think? Do you take a knee here and go into the second half, or do you try to get some last-second points here?
Oh, you can't at this point. Elsinore is going to get the ball back, and even if you make a mistake here, as long as you don't, have a pick six or a scoop and score situation, if you're Temescal, you have to move your second line and kickoff return up a little bit, be prepared for that short kick, and Apana's been able to throw the ball down the field with some pretty good success. And even if he throws an interception 50 yards down the field, Elsinore's not going to have a whole lot of time to do anything with it. So if I'm Coach Hildebrand, I go for it here.
All right, so again, 31 seconds left. Tigers have a 25-21 lead. They're kicking off. Again, a squib kick up the middle. Taken by the Titans inside Tiger territory. Ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10
and
for the Titans.
That's about as good as you could have hoped for. A short kick that's fielded cleanly, get a few yards, get on the good side, the plus side of the 50-yard line, and upon a worst-case scenario, you can take a couple of underneath shots, get some chunk yards, and give your field goal kicker an opportunity. Elsinore's got a bunch of players deep. They're going to give up the middle of the field, but Temescal's got 2 timeouts. So
Pana goes back to pass, throws it off to Navajas, cuts it inside down to the 41-yard line, short of the first down. But the Titans are going to call a timeout.
Yeah, you can see Coach Hildebrand down on the sideline, not real happy with his running back. That's a textbook case of wanting to use the sideline to your advantage, and he cut back inside trying to make a bigger play and didn't get the first down and got tackled inbounds, which kept the clock rolling.
All right, with 19 seconds remaining in the first half, 25-21, Tigers over the Titans. Again, you saw there that the running back, Navajas, rather than taking the ball out of bounds to stop the clock, Titans forced to take their second timeout with 1 timeout remaining. All right, so again, Titans need a score here to kind of take back some of the momentum. Pana goes back to pass, tosses it over the middle, short, incomplete. Stops the clock with 15 seconds left. 3rd down and 2.
That's one Apana's going to want to have back. He had Marcus Frias running across the middle open, who would have easily been able to scoot all the way to the near sideline, most likely, and get out of bounds.
All right, 3rd down and 2. Pana goes back to throw, scrambles up the middle, and he fumbles the ball. Looks like the Tigers have it. All right, Tigers do have the ball with 7 seconds remaining in the first half. First turnover in the game.
And again, if you're Coach Hildebrand, I mean, assuming that you don't give up more points here, if you're Coach Hildebrand, you're okay with that. You'll live with that. That's a quarterback trying to make a play, end of the half. You knowing the situation, you've got Elsinore with no timeouts remaining. They may run the ball just to run the ball because you never know. You could pop one. But at the same time, it sure looks like they're going to take a knee and take this one into the locker room.
All right, so again, Tigers take a knee. Clock runs out in the first half. Tigers with a 25-21 lead. Coach, what are your thoughts on the first half?
I think this is sort of playing out exactly what you had said right at the beginning, whoever's going to end up with the ball last. But the first possession of the second half is going to be a real telling possession as we head towards the rest of this game, because if the Titans can't get a stop, they're going to be playing catch up the rest of the way. And for a team like Elsinore that just wants to run the football and run the football and run the football, that plays right into their game and what they want to do and what they're trying to accomplish. So this will be interesting to see what sort of adjustments get made, because Elsinore's running the football incredibly well and Temescal's passing the football incredibly well. So both defensive coordinators are going to have some adjustments to make at the half.
All right, folks, we're going to take a break for halftime. Hopefully you're enjoying this broadcast. This is, again, the Titan TV network with the Tigers beating the Titans right now at the half, 25-21. All right, folks, we're back for the second half. There's a minute to go left in the warm-up for halftime, but I want to kind of give you an update in terms of the scoring. As the game has progressed, the Titans got the opening kickoff as Elsinore deferred to have the kickoff for the second half. Titans scored on their first possession. Actually, they scored on their first 3 possessions. The Titans, after scoring a touchdown, failed on the extra point attempt. It was 21-6, and then the Tigers rolled off basically 19 unanswered points to end the first half. Joining us again is Colin Gilliland, Coach Gilliland, I'd like to call him, former player here at Temescal Canyon and current avid teacher and other wonderful stuff that you're doing. And
other
history,
wonderful stuff, yeah.
History, right? You're teaching teaching history here at Temescal Canyon.
Staff member of Temescal Canyon High School, sure.
So you've been involved in Temescal Canyon football for many years. And again, the Tigers are going to accept. And it goes off the face mask of the Elsinore player, but because the ball went into the end zone, it is an automatic touchback. Talk a little bit about your experience playing Temescal Canyon football. You won a CIF championship. I was on the field when you won that, and I interviewed you as a member of the press enterprise in the Californian.
Yeah, that was obviously some pretty great years in the mid to late 90s and through the early 2000s between Bob Burt and Mike Sands as the head football coaches. A lot of success there, and always great games against Elsinore. Even if Elsinore was having a down year or Temescal happened to be having a down year, always great games.
Yoshinga takes a handoff, and he's going to go for a big run. Gets inside the 50-yard line, goes to the 45 of the Titans. Big gain on first down. So the Tigers making a statement right on the first play of the second half. Again, they deferred the kickoff in the first half in order to have the first possession in the second half. Already with the lead and marching down the field already. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Handoff this time goes to
28 on the carry for a short gain of 3.
Harvey got stopped there. Good play by the Temescal Canyon linebackers to step up. And one of the things that you didn't see happen there is you didn't see Elsinore's offensive linemen getting up to the second level, being able to turn the linebackers of Temescal Canyon, and Harvey, as a result, ran right into the back of his offensive line, and the Titans were able to make the stop.
Gain of 3 yards on the play, 2nd down and 7. Tigers shifting. Pitch goes to Donovan Harvey. Gets to the corner. He's going to turn the edge, and he is going to be forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line down to the 27. 1st and 10 Tigers. That's just raw speed.
Yeah, that's all that is. You see Joe LaFontaine tried to I think I just called him Joe. That's Ray LaFontaine. Tried to come underneath the block and chase down Harvey from behind, and he just wasn't going to get there. Harvey's too fast.
All right, a pitch goes to Yoshinga down inside the 20, tackled at the 23, actually the 17-yard line.
Just short of the first down.
Gain of 9 yards on the play, 2nd down and 1. Quarterback sneak gets the first down yardage. All right, so the ball is spotted at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
It's the second time 71's had to come off the field for Elsinore.
All right, so just under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tigers again driving the ball pretty easily down the field at this point. Looking to extend their lead. They're up by 4 points right now. Pitch goes to Donovan Harvey, goes up the middle, takes a few Titans with him down inside the 10, down to the 8. Gain of 7 on that play. Second down and 3 to go. Tigers line up in that T formation. Handoff goes to Yoshinga down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 3.
Number 5 on the carry for a gain of 3.
Very close to first down yardage. About a half yard short.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 1. Let's get that defense fired.
Third down and less than a yard. Handoff goes to Yoshinga. He's going to get toward the goal line, but he stopped just short. First and goal.
That is a first down for Tigers.
I can't say that I'm entirely surprised that Yoshinga's getting as many carries as he has been getting. Elsinore definitely is a team that can throw a bunch of running backs out there at you, but up to this point this year, Donovan Harvey had been getting the bulk of the carries, almost on a 3-to-1 basis over the next closest ball carrier.
And almost an empty backfield. Harvey goes in motion, gets a handoff, and he easily scores.
Tiger touchdown.
So the lead is going to extend to 10 points, 31-21 with 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Tigers again line up in that swinging gate formation. But then they adjust the line. Point after touchdown.
41 to kick for the Tigers.
Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick sails to the left.
And the kick is
No good. So, again, with 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Tigers have a lead over the Titans, 31-21. So now the pressure goes on to the Titans' offense at this point.
Absolutely. They, we saw the last game that we did together. The defense was picking up an offense that was having some difficulty moving the ball against Vista Del Lago. And this is going to be the opposite of that. The defense is having a hard time stopping Elsinore, and they're going to need their offense to pick them up a little bit. The danger is that you try and get, you try and score, a 12-point touchdown. You try and get too much too fast instead of just continuing to run your offense. I mean, there has to be urgency, but you also have to run your offense and do what you do.
41 kicks up.
All right, the kick goes to the 23-yard line. The returner breaks a couple tackles but gets to the 42-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the at the 42, first and 10 for the Titans.
Now you can see a little bit there, the ball in Frias's hands. why they like him as a receiver. He's down here in the slot, near side of the field. He's pretty quick and has some good moves out there.
All right, handoff goes to Dante Navajas down to the 44-yard line. Gain of about 2 yards on the play, 2nd down and 8. Haven't seen much of Dante Navajas carrying the football at this point.
No, the Titans have been pretty successful through the air. He's caught a couple of passes.
All right, Apana passes, and it is dropped in the hands and out. So that'll be 3rd down and 8.
That's one of the tougher passes to complete. You know, a quick slant takes a quarterback that can put the right amount of touch and zip on a ball in order to get it in there. And that ball was coming in hot, but that should have been caught. There was good coverage there by Elsinore as well, though. You do have to acknowledge that.
All right, so 3rd down and 8. Big play here for the Titans. They really need a 1st down. Apana scrambles to the right, and he is going to be taken down about the 40-yard line.
That was a good job in the secondary by Elsinore that time. The Titans have been finding a lot of running room in the secondary most of the game, and it just was not there at that point on that particular play.
Not a lot of room for Apana to scramble either.
Didn't have anywhere to step up.
All right, so the Titans are going for it. 4th down and 11. What do you think? This is kind of a must-make. All right, so Apana goes back to pass, tosses over the middle, is caught.
That's a big catch, and he goes to his brother. He goes to Kale right there. That's a huge play. That was a dangerous, well, not dangerous, but very risky, gutsy play call right there. But I think Hildebrand sees the urgency. They know that this is going to be a game where you've got to score.
Apana throws over the middle. Almost breaks it. Tackled down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Titans.
That's the same play that Bourdon caught the touchdown on earlier. Broke the tackle. He almost broke that one.
All right, Apana hands off to Navajas. Takes it inside the 25-yard line down to the 24.
That's number 4 on the carry.
You can see the difference in Elsinore's running game versus Temescal Canyon's running game. Elsinore's running game is a down running game, down blocking. TC likes to run zone.
Apana screens to the right. And it looks like it's going to be good enough for a 1st down. 1st down for the Titans. Ball's placed at the 17-yard line.
There's a quick slip screen up there to Kale Apana.
Timeout for the Tigers.
Yeah, one of the things you notice, Temescal Canyon's offensive line does a pretty good job of getting bodies in the way. They definitely, like I was saying, they aren't a down pull blocking scheme like Elsinore's is. What you do see, though, is they give their running back the opportunity to use his vision, and again, that has something to do with being in the shotgun as well. But he uses his vision, and he can pick and pop and get 3, 4, 5 yards at a time, and that's something that when Temescal Canyon's going well, that they're going to get, and that running game has been a nice supplement and complement at points tonight.
Here we go, folks.
A little bit of desperation, too. You could see it in the Titans. They really need to score on this drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so 1st and 10.
Hand off to number 25.
That's the first time we've seen Jacob Rodriguez carry the ball tonight. Mostly a linebacker, but he will spell Navajas on occasion.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 9. Apana again hands off to Rodriguez. Tries to turn the corner. He's going to get about 2 yards. There is a Tiger down. All right, folks, we're going to take an injury timeout. This is your Titan TV Network. All right, folks, so 3rd down and 7. Ball is at the 15-yard line. Pana takes the snap, tosses over the middle. It is caught for the touchdown. Touchdown, Titans.
That's the third time that they've run that same play. 2 touchdowns in one really long game. So they've found something there, and there's an adjustment that Elsinore is going to have to make if they want to stop that.
All right, so with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, Titans coming out for the point after touchdown. Kick is up, and it is good. So, again, with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, Tigers up 31-28 over the home team, Titans. Really good game.
Yeah, it has been. From a fan standpoint, it's been fun to watch. A lot of points scored, some big plays. I'm sure if you're either coaching staff, you would much rather see it going a little bit differently. But now this is, again, one of the things that we've talked about. You know, somebody's got to make a stop, and at this point, the somebody is Temescal Canyon, because with the exception of the one drive and the penalties, Elsinore hasn't been stopped. TC just doesn't have an answer for their running game right now.
All right, so the Titans are going to kick off. There you go, an onside kick.
Oh, they had it. They had it and knocked it right into the Elsinore upman's hands. They had it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Coach, are the Titans going to start thinking about trying to get an extra possession?
Well, there's your answer. That was a great opportunity. I mean, they had it there. Just.
All right, so the Tigers take over at the just shy of the 45-yard line. All right, so the Tigers 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Donovan Harvey. It's kind of stacked up for a short gain.
There's Ray LaFontaine in there making a play. Again, this is a big series for Temescal Canyon's defense.
All right, so gain of 3 on that play. 2nd down and 7.
I feel like we've been saying that a lot. Seems like in a close game, every series is a big series, but this one definitely, TC's got to find a way to get a stop, even if they just hold them to a field goal. Got to find a way to get a stop.
Okay, handoff goes this time to number 15. Carries over midfield, goes down to the 47-yard line.
That's Javon Mann again on the carry. That's only a 2nd carry tonight, but they've been fruitful.
All right, so that brings up a 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers.
Don't get quiet now.
All right, so big third down.
You got to figure that this is going to be a 4-down territory for Elsinore, perhaps.
All right, handoff goes to Mann. And he
they
is stopped
him.
short. About a yard shy of the first down marker.
Let's see how the refs call that. About a yard short.
All right, so fourth down and about 1 yard to go.
Keep the pressure. Look at your coach. Follow his lead.
All right, so the Tigers on fourth down.
Got to be disciplined up front here. It's the hard count.
All right, toss goes to Mann. He breaks a tackle. He's going to get the first down. All right, so the ball is placed at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Again, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 31-28 Tigers over the Titans.
2:23 left in the third quarter.
Tell you what, after the year that these kids have had, looking down at the field, seeing the cheerleaders cheering, moms and dads in the stands, let's go Titans, stomping on the bleachers. These kids are loving this.
Feels good to be back.
Absolutely. We're going to get another delay of game. It's the second one tonight on Elsinore. And they've never been a team that's had a ton of urgency getting up to the line of scrimmage and getting going. But they can't play behind the sticks. So, again, great opportunity for the Titans to see some momentum back.
All right, so the ball is spotted at the 47-yard line. 1st and 15.
They're going to be in danger of getting another delay of game penalty here. And Coach Peralta called a timeout because he knew it. He knew it. You could see his frustration on the sideline over there.
All right, so the Tigers take a timeout, and so will we with 1:55 left in the third quarter, 31-28 Tigers over the Titans. You're with us on the Titan TV network. All right. 1st and 15 for the Tigers at the 47-yard line. Got a little trickery. Yoshiga gonna break the edge, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Tigers.
That was definitely one of those ones that you keep in your pocket and wait for the right opportunity, and that was definitely that. Again, Elsinore probably only has a half a dozen or so plays. They just run them out of multiple formations and multiple looks, and you get pursuing, and then you're susceptible to a counter or to a reverse, and that's exactly what we saw there.
All right, so the Tigers are going to go for the point after touchdown. Kick is up, and it is no good. So with 1:42 remaining in the third quarter, Tigers with the lead, 37-28 over the Titans. All right, so now we're down to a 9-point deficit.
Yeah, these missed extra points and unconverted 2-point conversions could potentially come back to haunt Elsinore. But Temescal's got to keep scoring.
Yeah, and again, you're thinking about, we saw an onside kick last time from Temescal, possibly another either pooch kick or some type of short kick or squib kick from the Tigers.
Time to stand up.
Obviously, special teams is playing an important role in this game so far.
Yes, it is. And the Titans definitely have the better of it. However, Elsinore's rushing attack is making up for that.
Right, so another push kick. The Titans lateral the ball back. Take it to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Titans.
Number 13 on the carry for that. Sonny Kessel.
Well, that was an interesting try there.
Here comes your final Titan offense.
All right, first and 10 from the 36-yard line for the Titans. Again, the pressure goes right back to the offense. They have to keep up with the scoring. Apana goes back to pass, tosses to the right side, complete, but for no gain.
Elsinore was defended that pretty well. They were ready for that little slip screen again. Ran that into the boundary, just not as much room to work over there.
All right, so again, the Titans not getting into a huddle. Toss the ball deep down the right side, overthrown. So that brings up 3rd down and 10.
You got to figure if they went for it on the 4th and long play last time, you got to anticipate or expect that they're going to do that again here if they're unable to convert on this 3rd down.
All right, so we're just over the 1-minute mark remaining in the 3rd quarter. 37-28 is the score. Tigers with the lead. Titans trying to narrow that gap. Apana goes back to pass, throws it deep to the left side. It is underthrown and incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, he had him. He definitely had him there. It's just underthrown. That's a long throw from the far side of the field all the way over here, over to the sideline. That's a good toss for anybody to make.
All right, so again, the Titans are going for it. 4th and long. Kind of knowing that their backs are against the wall at this point. Hard count doesn't draw the Tigers. All right, Apana goes back to pass, throws it over the middle, is caught. Huge catch right at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Titans.
That's the exact same play that it's Kale Apana one-on-one with the corner over there, and he has a major size advantage. He just gets his body in the way, and Koa Apana's got to put the ball in the right spot, and he has.
All right, handoff goes to Navajas. Rips it right up the middle, goes out to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Titans.
And this is one of those things when it benefits you as a team to run the hurry up on a normal situation because they're going to get a few extra plays on this last drive.
Right. Navajas again with the carry, spins around, gets about 2 yards. All right, so 2nd down and 8.
And again, because they're used to the hurry up, they're going to get this play off before the end of the quarter.
All right, Apana pass deep right, just overshot. Eight seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 8. Titans calling in the play. Snap goes back to Apana. Scrambles to the right. Gets to the edge. Turns the corner. Gets out of bounds about the 31-yard line.
That was a great job by the Elsinore linebacker. He sniffed out the screen and was in Dante Navajas's hip pocket the whole time. That's where Apana wanted to go with the ball. And great job by that linebacker by Elsinore sniffing that thing out because Apana had it. It was there. But, again, he got right in Navajas's hip pocket and wouldn't allow that screen to develop the way that the Titans wanted it to.
All right, so again, that's the end of the third quarter with the Tigers leading 37-28. We'll take a short timeout. We'll come back for the fourth quarter. This is your Titan TV Network.
Fourth quarter.
All right, fourth quarter, folks. Fourth down and about 5. Titans need to get inside the 30-yard line down to the 28 in order to get that first down. Pana goes back to throw. Big pressure. Tosses it up to Navajas, but it is incomplete. No penalty flag on the play. So the Tigers are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line.
And there's not a whole lot of protesting down there by the Titan coaching staff, so that's one of those things where you just Elsinore player made a good play by not contacting the receiver in that particular instance.
Defense out on the field, Tiger ball.
All right, so the Tigers take over on downs, the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, with a 9-point lead. Handoff goes to Donovan Harvey right up the middle, gets about 5 yards on the play.
And there's the trap play that Elsinore runs so well.
All right, so gain of 5 yards, 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers. This time it's a pitch to Yoshinga, but he is tackled in the backfield. Big play.
Nathan Frankfather got in there and forced Yoshinga inside, and there was great pursuit by the Titan defenders that time. This is, again, here we go. I feel like I've been a broken record tonight saying this, but here's another big play for the Titan defense. Big 3rd down here.
3rd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Now, if you're Elsinore, this might be one of those times to run some play action and see if you can get the Titan defense being overly aggressive.
All right. Quarterback goes back and he's... Wow, that was a trick play.
Yep. I've seen that one before.
Donovan Harvey, huge touchdown.
Oh, we've got a flag on the play, and that may be a saving grace for Temescal Canyon. Yes, it will be. They're going to take it back.
Yeah, I was totally fooled on that play. It's
the old Statue of Liberty. Does a wraparound handoff. And again, Elsinore, that is definitely in the bag of tricks. Elsinore has used that before. That's something that Coach Peralta has, you just tuck that down there and pull that out in a situation exactly like that.
All right, so ball is placed at the 22-yard line.
Still not sure what the penalty was on. Granted, I wasn't looking at the blocking there. I was looking at the exchange between the quarterback and Harvey there in the backfield.
All right, so 3rd down and 20. Fumble on the play, and
it looks like the referee's calling him down, 4th down on the sack. Sack nonetheless. That's a great defensive play, and there's a stop. Again, penalties, but there's a stop that the Titans needed.
So the 2 times that Elsinore has not scored on their drives, it's been more self-inflicted wounds than anything.
Absolutely. But, the Titans have been opportunistic. They have been opportunistic defensively and have had the opportunity to – and now they're going to get another penalty because an Elsinore player ran off the field on the wrong sideline, trying to get off the field when they had 12 men on the field. So
I love it when that happens.
You can do that in soccer. You can do that in basketball. You can't do that in football. So I wonder here if the Titans will set up a return or if they'll go after it. Remember, they've blocked a few punts this year already.
All right, so here's the snap. Punter takes it down, but he's going to be tackled down.
He wanted to kick that ball, but I tell you what, if he would have kicked that ball, that would have gotten taken right off of his foot because the pressure was coming immediately. They put a block on, and he was going to get tackled in the end zone with the ball still in his hands, and that would have been a safety, and the Titans would have gotten the ball back. So that actually was a pretty heady play by that punter, whether or not he realizes he did that.
All right, so the Titans take over inside the 10-yard line at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Pana hands off. No, he keeps it. Scrambles to the left side, and he's going to lose a couple.
That's a formation we haven't seen from the Titans, not only tonight, but I don't recall ever seeing that formation this season so far.
All right, so 2nd down and goal. Ball at the 10-yard line. Apana tosses it quickly, and it's going to be another loss. All right, so the ball is placed at the 14-yard line. That's a loss of 4 yards. So the Titans just going backwards when they need to get the ball in the end zone. All right, Apana looks for that slip screen, gets it down inside on the slant down to the 2-yard line.
This would be an interesting call because a field goal here gets you within 1 touchdown, and the Titans have a reliable field goal kicker. Definitely need to get points here.
All right, looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. All right, 4th down, 4th and goal. Okay. And the Titans are going to take a timeout. And so are we with 8 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 37-28. Tigers over the Titans.
They had the field goal unit out, and then they brought him back.
All right, so the Titans bring the offense back out again, 4th and 2 from the 2-yard line. Apana fakes the handoff, tosses it, and is incomplete.
Wow, surprised that there wasn't a flag on that. But again, that's one of those things that, it's could go either way.
All right, so Tigers get the ball back with 7 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 37-28, Titans over the Tigers. Correction, Tigers over the Titans. I'm surprised I haven't done that more often tonight.
Oh. Yeah, after looking at that replay, that should have had a flag thrown on it. But now, again, gotta make stops. Gotta make stops.
All right, so 1st and 10, Tigers from the 2-yard line. Handoff goes to Yoshinga, carries it across the 5 to the 6. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
With the exception of a couple of drives for each team, this has been a really clean game from a penalty standpoint. There's only been a couple of times where penalties have really had anything to do, so I'm not terribly surprised that a flag wasn't thrown on that 4th down fade there.
All right, ball goes to Donovan Harvey. He plows forward to the 10-yard line. Gain of 2 yards on that play. Brings up 3rd down and 2. All right, again, another opportunity for the Tigers to kind of salt away the game here. And another opportunity for the Titan defense to step up. 3rd down and 2. Handoff goes to Yoshinga. He breaks the tackle. He's going to cross the 15-yard line down to the 17. That will be good enough for a 1st down for the Tigers. Again, the clock is clicking down right about the 6.5-minute mark. 37-28 Tigers. Titans really need a stop if they're going to have any chance. Down by 2 scores.
And they need it quickly, too. They can't afford to give Elsinore more 1st downs. They need to get a stop here.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 17. Handoff goes to Yoshinga. Gets to the edge. Gains about 2 yards. Tackled down at the...
Several penalty flags out. We're going to get a hold.
So good news for the Titans. Clock stops. Penalty against the Tigers.
So that's going to, like you said, good news for the Titans. It's going to stop the clock and set Elsinore back 10 yards. And there's no reason for Elsinore to throw the football at this point in time up by 2 scores. So you can expect that they will, regardless of down and distance, be running the football.
All right, folks, we have an injury on the field. We're going to take a timeout. This is your Titan TV network. All right, so again, we got a 3rd down Third down and 10.
Wait, I think we've got some confusion. We saw some penalty flags, and unless that was just simply a sideline warning, we didn't get any yardage marked off, nor did we. If there's a penalty, then it should be second down, but they should have been backed up unless it was just simply a sideline warning.
All right, so second down and 10. And again, that's Harvey on the play. He's going nowhere. Now it's third down and about 7 to go. All right, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of play the Tigers run here.
Tigers are going for it. Get your defense fired up, folks.
Right. Tiger quarterback is sacked in the backfield. Brings up fourth down. Fourth down and 12 now.
And here's
the team comes on the field.
Let's see how this unfolds. This was an adventure for Elsinore the last time out. Let's see how this plays out if the Titans will put a block on again.
All right, so the Titans, again, looking to get back within one score. They're currently down by 9. 37-28 are the Tigers ahead. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. Delay a game, actually, against the Tigers. So that's going to back them up even more. So we're going to see what kind of pressure the Titans are going to put on the punter again.
You're going to keep your eyes on Noah Frankfather and Navajas down there at the bottom of your screen.
All right. That is a block kick, and it is going to be a touchdown.
There's Nathan Frankfather blocking that kick. Took it clean off of the punter's foot.
Touchdown Titans with 4:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. 37-34.
That was a bad snap. Didn't help Elsinore's punter. But the protection sure as heck wasn't helping him either.
All right, point after touchdown is up, and it is good with 4:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. Elsinore with a 37-35 lead over Temescal Canyon. Coach, this is, again, coming down to who has the ball last.
Yeah. This is everything that you hope for in a crosstown rivalry sort of a game where it comes down to the very end. There's still high emotions as the clock winds down. This is going to be a good finish. We'll have to see what Temescal Canyon elects to do here. I wouldn't be surprised if they kick it deep and force Elsinore to get a few first downs.
Yeah, I don't think giving Elsinore a short field at this point.
Yeah, and then if you can stop them, then you have field position in your favor. And again, if you can stop them and make them punt, well, you've blocked 2 punts in a row.
All right. Kick is going to be down at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
That's a great result, forcing the returner to come a long way to catch that ball, and to boot having to go down to a knee in order to field it cleanly. So not time off the clock. Great field position from a defensive standpoint for Temescal Canyon. And now again, here we go with just a couple of minutes left, and we'll see if Elsinore can grind out a few first downs or if the Titan defense can make a stop again.
All right, so the Tigers come out of the field, 4:19 remaining in the fourth quarter, 37-35 Tigers over the Titans.
Expect to see a heavy dose of Harvey at this point.
All right, pitch goes to Donovan Harvey. Hits the edge, but he is going to be brought down for a loss.
That's a great play by corner at the top side of your screen, Zach Horton. He came flying in there to make that play. And again, you sort of feel some momentum, shifting a little bit with these last few series. Temescal Canyon's defense has stood up a little bit.
All right, so ball is placed at the 17-yard line, 2nd down and 11. Ball goes to Yoshida up the middle. So 3rd down and 7. All right, so here we go, 3rd down.
This has got to cause Elsinore a little bit of pause here. If you're Coach Peralta, you want to run the football, but the danger is if you don't get this 1st down, you have to punt again. And that has gone awfully for Elsinore the last 2 times they've lined up to punt.
All right, quarterback is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. 4th down.
I'm not 100% sure if that was a designed quarterback ISO of some sort or perhaps a missed handoff, but that was, again, something that Elsinore hasn't done all night in the backfield. That's a huge stop. Huge stop.
All right, so the Titans have an opportunity to get the ball back with 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Tigers up by 2, 37-35.
Yeah, this will. I'm sure the special teams coordinator, whoever that may be for Elsinore High School, is over there giving his kids an earful about protection right now. Got to get a good snap, and you got to protect. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to what they call a tight punt when your back's up against the wall. Even though they've got room, it's not like the punter's going to be kicking from the shadow of his own goalpost or anything, but they just have been giving up massive penetration on the punt team.
All right, so the Tigers are in punt formation. And they are going to fake, and it is intercepted! Off. Intercepted at the 25-yard line.
There's Frank Father again. That's the 2 biggest plays of the game have been made by him in consecutive defensive series. That was unbelievable vision and just instincts. That was a great job.
Okay, so the Titans get the ball.
And now you have a situation where if you're the Titans, now you almost don't want to score too fast.
Yeah, so I go back to that Statue of Liberty play, Coach, where we all got faked out. We thought that the Tigers were going to take a huge lead with just a few minutes left in the 4th quarter, and it's all gone wrong since then for the Tigers.
You're absolutely correct.
All right, handoff goes to Navajas, gets to the 22-yard line. Good gain on 1st down, about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5.
I think one of the Elsinore defensive linemen able to get a shot there in on Koa Apana. Didn't realize that the ball had been handed off. That could have gone wrong for Elsinore from a penalty department. But, again, good positive yardage on 1st down.
Okay, Apana pitches off to Navajas, gets to the edge, and is out of bounds, and there is a penalty flag.
I don't know what we got over there. I didn't catch what was happening.
All right, so there is a penalty flag. The referees are talking it over.
Looks
okay,
like,
so it's against
it's
the Tigers.
a targeting penalty.
All right, so the ball will be placed at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10.
You wonder if Temescal is going to just keep running the football because they've got a kicker that makes field goals, and they've been able to protect all night long, and it appears that they may just be playing for a field goal at this point in time. Because, again, Elsinore doesn't throw the ball very well, and so if they go up with under a minute or so to play, Elsinore is going to have to throw the football.
Clock is ticking down inside of 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes in the game.
Again, the Titans are down by 2. Apana back to throw, and his pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty.
And that's going to help the Titans because now they've got a fresh set of downs. So they're going to have a first down. That's the first pass interference penalty we've seen all night. And in truth, probably only the first one, maybe the second one that could have been called.
All right, so the ball is placed at the 6-yard line.
Boo birds coming out on the opposing sideline. That was probably the right call after looking at the replay here. That's probably the right call on the pass interference.
Okay, Dante Navajas with the carry gets to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short loss in the play.
Yeah, you can definitely see what Coach Hildebrand's doing now and playing for the field goal.
Right, clock is ticking down. About a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Apana rolls to the right. Tosses into the end zone. Is caught. Touchdown, Titans.
That's a great play call. A great throw. A good route by Bourdon. That's good stuff all around execution-wise by the Titans.
What an amazing last few minutes. The Titans defense not only stepped up, but they got some help from the Tigers and their penalties.
Now see.
Point after touchdown is good. So with 56 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, Titans now have the lead, 42-37.
What a turn of events. My goodness. Something that Temescal's defense hadn't done all game long, and then when they need it more than anything else, the last two series, the defense has come up absolutely huge. Once on the punt block for a touchdown, and then the same guy, Nate Frankfather, picks off the fourth down pass out of punt formation that Elsinore was in. Again, that had to have given Coach Peralta pause over there because they just hadn't been able to protect their punter, and you couldn't afford to have that happen again.
So special teams is the difference. As we talked about before, the Tigers ended up with an onside kick. The Titans attempt an onside kick in the second half, but then the block punt and the touchdown, and this has been an incredible game.
So this is exactly who you want the ball in his hands.
Okay, Donovan Harvey takes the kickoff return to the 44-yard line. There is a penalty flag.
I think this is when emotions are running high right here. That was unnecessary by the Elsinore player, unfortunately. You hate to see something like that get to where it's going to decide, or have a contributing factor. But I tell you what, that penalty was sort of after the play, but Temescal Canyon's kicker, he made a saving tackle right there. I wish I could give him credit by name, but his name's not on the roster. So,
all right. So the Titans almost give up a back-breaking kickoff return. All right, so it is a personal foul against the Tigers.
Oh, and we're going to get an unsportsmanlike on Temescal, so that's going to offset, which means Elsinore is going to keep the ball right where they are.
All right, so the Tigers get the ball at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10, with 48 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. All right.
Again,
Donovan Harvey.
That's the guy they want with the ball in his hands.
All right, so he gets the reception down inside the 30-yard line. Ball be placed at the 33. All right, 1st and 10. 40 seconds left. Okay. Pass is incomplete.
Okay.
2nd down and 10. From the 33-yard line, 36 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Gonna bring up 2nd and 10.
As we've been talking about all night long, the team that has the ball last could win the game. All right. Here we go, 2nd and 10.
Oop.
Little bit of confusion there on the snap. Penalty flag is down.
They didn't blow it dead, so that's why there was some more confusion down there. But that was they were going with that same wraparound handoff.
All right, so that is an illegal motion call. Ball is placed at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 15. All right, 35 seconds left on the clock. Fourth quarter, Elsinore with the ball, 38-yard line. Pass deep down the right side, and it is almost caught.
That would have been a great catch. That was really good coverage out there by Zach Horton. He was tracking the ball the whole way. There was some contact, but because Horton was looking at the ball the entire way and was making a play on the ball, that's never going to be pass interference. That was a really good play by him and a great effort by Yashinga going up to try and make it almost a spectacular catch.
All right, the ball is placed at the 38-yard line, 3rd down and 15. 29 seconds on the clock. Tigers go back to pass. Donovan Harvey with a catch down just short of the 1st down yardage at the 24-yard line. Timeout. Timeout Tigers with 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down by 5 points. Ball is at the 24-yard line. 4th down and 1.
And that's Zach Horton again making another big play right there. Harvey was able to beat the one-on-one coverage out of the backfield, and he was sprinting for that 1st down, and Horton was able to come up and make that tackle. Now, if you're Elsinore here, you probably take advantage of the fact that you can run the football and get 2 yards, and maybe spike the ball after that if you get the 1st down, because you've got to get the 1st down.
Yeah, and in this situation, there's not much time to execute that kind of situation.
Yep.
All right, so here's the opportunity.
I wouldn't be
4th down
surprised to
and
see
1.
a trap right here.
18 seconds left.
There's trap, and he fell.
Donovan Harvey
Did
falls
he get the
down,
first
but
down?
it looks like he's got the 1st down.
You got.
Let's see if they work that out.
It depends on who gets the spot, the near referee or the far referee, because the one that's on the far side is given a much better spot than the one on the near side here. Harvey slipped. He fell down, so. And are they going to give it to him? They are. They're going to give it to him.
First down.
And here comes a clock play from Elsinore, I would imagine.
Okay, so again, the Tigers clock the ball. 12 seconds left. 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. All right, Coach.
So you've got to be careful of Harvey out of the backfield, because that's how they've gotten their 2 big chunks of yardage on this particular drive, is him just leaking into the middle, getting one-on-one with the middle linebacker, and outrunning him.
All right. Quarterback goes back to throw, and it is caught and dropped.
Incomplete. Wow, he had that and was pulling it in and wasn't able to maintain possession going out of bounds. Looks like Elsinore's probably going to have one, maybe 2 more chances here.
All right, 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Titans up 42-37 over the Tigers. Ball is at the 22-yard line, 3rd down and 10. That's another factor too, Coach. You gotta do it here, or you gotta do it on 4th down. It's all right. Quarterback goes back to pass, tosses over the middle to Yoshinga, and he is brought down. 1 second left.
They have to run a play. They can't afford to.
Elsinore clocks the ball. That's it. Zeros on the clock. The Titans escape with a 42-37 win over the Elsinore Tigers. The Titans end up with the Elsinore Valley Championship.
Wow, what a finish. What a finish. What a great finish to that game. What a great finish to that game. I tell you what, if you've got a couple of coaches out talking with the officials, and honestly, that was the first down, and there's nowhere near enough time, especially at this level, to get a snap off and get a play run. So definitely understand the frustration in one sense by the Elsinore high coaching staff and players, but at the same time, unless you had 2 plays called, hey, if we get the first down, this is what we're going to do, or here's this play and here's the next one, there was no way you were going to be able to get that aside from backyard football, drawing stuff in the sand at that point.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think back. How many extra points did the Tigers miss tonight?
I think all but 1. I believe they missed every single extra point except for 1.
So again, special teams comes up huge.
Yep.
There was the block punt by the Titans and recovery for the touchdown.
This is one of the cool things, one of the cool traditions of this rivalry is Elsinore High has had the trophy. Their captains are going to bring it out, as difficult as it is to turn it over. This is one of the cool traditions, one of the cooler traditions around the exchange of the trophy. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, I'll never forget when we watched the Lancers defeat the Tigers, and the Tigers had to hand over that trophy. That was a really emotional moment for Lakeside, and I'm sure it's just as emotional for Temescal here tonight, getting that trophy for this Elsinore Valley Championship.
Absolutely, yeah, and this, for all that has gone wrong in not just the sense of school, but in the larger sense of the world, and with the COVID-19 pandemic and coronavirus, this is one of those things that this could not have ended on a better note for this group of kids. A brand new coach who didn't get a chance to have regular spring football, regular summer football, regular fall football, and now they've won the city championship in the spring of 2021. An opportunity that they didn't know that they were going to have to fight for. And there goes Coach Hildebrand with the ice bath there.
Oh, what a fantastic game. I think back to that again, the fourth quarter, there was that Statue of Liberty play.
Yeah.
It tricked pretty much everybody except for you, Coach, because you've
I've
seen
seen
that
it before.
Seen that play.
I've seen them run that before, the wraparound handoff. Yep.
And the fact that they were up by 9 at that point, they would have gone up by at least 15.
Yeah.
Possibly 16, and again, all of the missed extra points, the two bad punt exchanges, the punt block for a touchdown. It was just an incredible night.
Absolutely.
In terms of all phases of the game.
Absolutely.
There was no shortchanging of entertainment and quality of football. It's just a fantastic game, another great legendary game that will go down in the annals of the history of that city championship.
Yeah, this has been a rivalry that's had some really great finishes in its history, and some lopsided ones too. But you always like to see games like this where both teams are going back and forth. They're putting it all out there, and big plays, momentum changers. This is from a fan standpoint. It's fantastic. From a broadcasting standpoint, it's fantastic. And, even though this is going to sting over at Elsinore High School for a while, this also will now serve to motivate them as they move into their preparations for next season. And this is definitely something that the new coaching staff at Temescal Canyon with Coach Hildebrand will be able to, they got a signature win in year one when they weren't sure if they were going to have a year one period. So this is going to be a great springboard for them as both teams wrap up their season now and are going to see, begin the preparations for next season because it's coming up real fast.
Yeah. Again, I've really enjoyed the last two games that we've been able to live stream here from Temescal Canyon. Looking forward to maybe continuing this again next year. And for Rich Smith and Coach Gilliland, again, your Titans defeat the Elsinore Tigers 42-37 on a fantastic night. The city championship goes to the Temescal Canyon Titans. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks, and have a great night.